Good evening and welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix in Tier 2 in the L2S Racing League. My name is Infamous. You've just got myself tonight on commentary. Looking forward to seeing how this all turns out around the streets of Monaco. Initially 18-minute qualifying with the usual 50% race. Just wait until we see the first few cars come out on track. So as the first few drivers make their way out, clear track is critical around here, the streets of Monaco, especially when you've got, as we do have tonight, 16 drivers on track. It's going to get really busy, so the first few drivers here are looking to get an early run in before the rest of the other drivers. And shout out to Seb Boa, who is watching this race. He's of course our commentator for Tier 1 and will be taking the reins at 9 o'clock after this race. I hope you enjoy the commentary, mate, and the stream. Like to the rest of the drivers, rest of the people who are watching. And as I say that we've got BMC starting a hot lap, let's stay on board with him. Oh, he's got traffic on the exit, stay right. Great. He's invalidated lap 1. Let's see if someone else is starting one. Yep, that was the Joel. Yep, that's some good medium speed. So there, he's gonna be approaching some traffic here in the middle sector. He's got King Eskimo ahead of him. Get out of his way as quick as. Just stay right, King Eskimo. It's just very hard to work it, and yep, lap is gone. It's very hard to be able to do anything on board with Sim V here. He's had a number of good performances this season, and now also will be exciting to see how he puts this lap together. We've got someone's just in the barriers there. So as he evades, he didn't cause any sort of issue with this lap, as Spaceman sets our initial provisional pole lap with a 1:12 flat. It's not often that you see a lap time that's completely flat. 1:12.000. Sim V putting in a 1:09.2. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling we were going to get something special from him, and by God, we did. I think this is BMC on a second flying lap after he validated lap 1 in turn 1. Oh, he's gone really wide there. He's managed to still keep it validated. And oh, BMC has left the session. I'm not sure what has happened there. I'll look to try to get him an invite in a couple minutes. As Ryan Van Doom tackles the tight hairpin and working his way through these double into the tunnel. So it's important to brake as late as possible, only touches the barriers a little bit. I'm not sure if that has caused any damage on his car. Off board, yep, it looks like, yep, he's lost an end plate and he's understeering. He's understeering everywhere. Don't lose the car. Is he gonna finish this lap, or is he gonna just head it straight into the pits? And he's straight into the pits there. Not a good lap from him. Neither was it for Lil Jim. Data Desert Rat, who's had a few strong performances recently on a lap. Just seeing from the mini map, he's got a little bit of. Yeah, he's got some free room. Yeah, I think he's got T-Luck, who is in the final sector ahead of him, so he's going to get an opportunity to put a clean lap in there as he powers through the tunnel and into the swimming pool section. Take a left, take a right, take as much curb as you can to stay legal, and he does exactly that. Now into the really fast swimming pool section. How fast and close can you go to the walls, and he's done a good job there. And into Raskas, and now good exit through the final corner. Where is that gonna bring him out? A 1:10 flat, so 0.8 off Sim V, but still a good lap time. We have our championship leader, Ray Zundin, currently on a flyer. Stay on board and see what lap he can put in. Understeer there. It would definitely lost time. And that gives him a 1:09.4, so tight between him and Sim V. Looking forward to seeing how that battle ensues for the rest of qualifying. Mr. Safkov is, yep, just half a tenth down on his PB. And nicks the curb and breaks his front wing end plate. He's now gonna be losing downforce all the way through this section, as we've got white car just stationary. That looks like it's gone, and invalidation. Safkov invalidation tried to take a little bit too much curb there. Oh, and we've got Desert, that T-Luck literally parking on the apex. GT Fanatic, or the exit. GT Fanatic's not going to be happy about that. Yeah, he's got front wing damage. He's going to be straight into the pits, and as I say that, we've got King Eskimo starting a lap here. So we've got a couple of drivers that I'm just trying to get invited into the lobby. Just bear with me. So as a majority of drivers put in the initial lap in, there's 3 drivers yet to put a lap in. We've missed that. Lil Jim is putting a really good lap time there of a 109.4. Simv has improved to a 108.9, so he's really seriously putting down a marker here. This race, we know how important qualifying is for the race at Monaco. On board with Lova is yet to have registered a representative qualifying lap time. Yes, kept that without invalidating it. Powering through the swimming pool section. He has got T-Lock ahead of him. The only rest has to go. That should be alright. Powering at the final corner. Where does this put Pierre Oliver? Puts him into 8th. Right between himself and lucky he saved that. Spare him the embarrassment of having to do a 3.10. We've got Ray Zundin, who is half a second up. Oh, that's our 108.917 up. He's 7 thousandths of a second quicker than Simv, and currently holds provisional pole, so that's a fantastic lap there from Ray Zundin, our championship leader. It's starting to really ramp up right now as more and more drivers are having to put in final runs, as David Job nicking the inside barrier there. Not sure if he's got any damage. No, it doesn't appear to have done so, and that's some good driving there. I think that was Mogi. That's some good driving there in this difficult qualifying session here, and yep, T-Lock has retired from the session. So David looks like he is backed off. Callum currently on an out lap, yet to have put in a qualifying lap himself either. So as we've got 2.5 minutes to go, have we got anyone improving? I believe that is Mitch who is in that car. I can make sure. Unfortunately, yeah, it's weird how I can't see some of the drivers. Everyone's best laps have been set on the soft compound. That is good to know. So we've got which is 10th down on his PB as it stands. An invalidated lap from Desert Rat. We've got a few out laps there from the likes of Raisin, Din, Lil Jim, David DeJoel. Sim V has decided to stay in the pits. Thinks that he maybe no, yep, Sim V is out on track, so we've got the majority of drivers on track. Oh, and this contacted a wall. Ryan Van Diemen almost did a Charles Leclerc. Invalid lap there. David DeJoel, he's half a second up. Pro Oliver done going down the alleyway there to save the lap for. Oh, and Desert Rat's there. Oh, sorry, David DeJoel has invalidated there. Little Jim, who's just behind him on track. Let's see what he can do with this. And ahead of him, he's got Raisin, who is behind Little Jim. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Really tight through that section there. Into the fastest carry through as much speed as possible. He could have used a little bit more room. A little bit of room there towards the barrier. Close to the barrier. Hoss invalidates. Unlucky, buddy. So unlucky, Little Jim there. He wanted to carry as much speed through. Simbi is currently more or less tied with his current time. Rails and then has invalidated. So we're not seeing anyone really improving here. David DeJoel has managed to squeeze in a final run. Further down, see if anyone else is improving. Nope. So David DeJoel is 2/10 down on his PB. Look like, I'm not sure if he had made a mistake. Yep, looked like he had made a mistake. So he won't be improving, and Lil Jim still looks like he's on a lap. Yep, nicely let through. Oh, and hits the wall that time. 2 times in that same corner for him, and done it. So David DeJoel, is he able to improve? Nope. 10th down on his PB. And that looks to have sorted out quali. Really tight there in the end. Really tight there in the end. Less than a 10th in it between Simvi and Reyes, and then both putting in a 108.9. A 108.917 for Reyes, and then a 108.987 for Simvi. So less than a 10th. I think we've got about 39 laps. This is going to be exciting. Could be carnage. So yeah, just a final look through the classifications. Only one yet to mention is yeah, we've got it's Mitch GK, who is in P6, whose name we can't unfortunately see. But yeah, really tight between the top two. Quite tight as well between third and fourth, with Desert Rat as well, and really tight battle there in the midfield, there in the 111. So keen to see how that works out in the end. Pro Oliver, I think in moving out of the way of Lil Jim incurs a 5th place with penalty Codemasters. That's not fair. I don't think that's right. Not much that we can do now that the race is about to start. Oh, and we have torrential rain. It's Monaco and it's wet, and this doesn't happen often. Oh, yeah, I've just got a message. And yep, it's a wet race. So has this been covered in terms of the setups of the drivers going into qualifying? Have drivers gone and thought we're gonna go and just stay full throttle? I don't know. I don't know if drivers are using wet setups or dry setups right now, but this is gonna be crazy. We have the formation lap, so the drivers will all get an opportunity to see how it feels out there before actually going there through racing speed. Oh, and King Escama disqualified. See, like, disqualified. Looks like there's a little bit of contact back there. Doesn't mean they're disqualified from the race, just means that they don't get the luxury of having a lap around the track and being able to get your tyres to the perfect operating window. We equally also have Boltex King in P17, who unfortunately can't see his name either, and Daddy Pig Jr., who have joined during qualifying and starting towards the back of the grid, which, to be fair, could be a blessing in disguise. Having spoken to Callum, he definitely was more than happy to start further back and stayed out of trouble. And I think for all drivers here, it's just a case of try to keep your nose clean, be as precautious and pragmatic as possible, and the race isn't won on the first lap, it's not won on the 20th lap, it's won on lap 39, and anything can happen, especially if the race is starting wet. No idea if it's gonna dry off. It doesn't look like it, but you know how the weather can change in this game, so never rule out the fact that we could be on intermediates or maybe even dries towards the end of the race. And it looks like it's a one stopper, wet to wets, if it does stay wet all race. One of the unique things of Monaco is the fact that starting grid is on a curve, and with this curve, 5 lights are gone, and we've got a jump starter, and away we go. No idea what happened there with BMC. Maybe a desync issue, the fact that he disconnected in and out of qualifying, not sure, but we can continue that later on. But we've got Ray Zundin and Simfi still line of stern, Little Jim literally, oh, how are they able to see what's going on here? Just going through some of the drivers' point of views here, taking the hairpin really slowly. Oh, have we got an issue here? Nope. Oh my god. Oh, we've got a bit of carnage here. T-Lux in the wall, and not sure what is going on here with BMC, but firstly there is a safety car. So the pack is gonna be brought back together. Yeah, that carnage there in the at the hairpin section was not cool. T-Lux looks like he either got the worst of it or caused it. No idea what happened there. And we've got BMC's ghost car, and he is his ghost car, so I think as it stands I can come back to that another time. But we've got Ray Zundin, who is our net leader. 5-second penalty for Daddy Pig for serious collision under the safety car with Vortex King. As the drivers make their way up the hill to catch the safety car. Yep. I think only the drivers who had any front wing damage will be in the pits now. It's a blessing for them that we've got the safety car, so they can make that change. Their tyres aren't going to be an issue for at least a good 15-18 laps, so they can at least those drivers there can make their way to the back of the snake, and not as much time is lost as once thought. And we have had a connection issue. Ray Zundin has also ghosted and left the session. He has had some connection issues recently. I hope he is able to take control back of his car before. Let me see if I can get an invite out to him. Yep, just sent another invite out to Rayo Zundin. Keen to see if we can try to get him back in to the lobby. So yeah, as it stands, we've got BMC first, X on top of his car, Raisin in second, X on his car, both suffering connection issues. So currently on board with Simv, who is our, what I would say, our new leader. Little Jim behind him, so they're all taking it really cautiously behind. Safety car as BMC's goes. Rayo Zundin's goes. Simv, struggling for traction. He's got a Little Jim on his inside. Is he gonna go for it? Good defending. Good hard racing there. The two ghosted cars are still up front while these two are fighting, and we've got David Joel who's decided to join this fight over here, and also Desert Rat. Ray Zundin has joined back into. Is he able to take control of his car? His AI's been pushed out of the way, not as he's trying to get control of it, and he can't get back into the lobby. I've got no idea. Is he in the, as he's been overtaken? I think he is. Literally the luck of it, as he literally is joining, that's when they swarm his AI. And as I say that, Simv nicely going through the ghost of BMC. Little Jim following through, David Dijol as well, and yeah, Raisin, it looks like he's just containing himself again. He's got a little bit of work to do now. Game and his internet issues have caused him more work than he would have needed to. But well, hey, this actually makes this really tense now. What was our pole man, what was our leader, has, due to connection issues, unfairly been pushed down to 4th place. So let's see how that turns out as we see an overtake. Ryan Van Dam surviving there and pulling that overtake through on the ghosted BMC as the packers continue to swarm. Going back to the pack further up. Yeah, Raisin got nowhere to go. Cars are 2 meters wide. This track is probably about 5 meters at best, 4.5 meters at best wide, so it's going to be bloody hard to make an overtake stick here in Monaco. And the wet conditions, I think, kind of nullify the strategy side of things unless it does try up. And it looks like Simv is able to pull a gap on Lil Jim, and the train behind Lil Jim is of that of David De Joel, Ray Zundin, and tailing that Desert Rat. David looks like he's got a better run. Looks like he's got a little bit more pace than Lil Jim, but Lil Jim looks like he's getting the traction out of the corners that he needs to. As virtual safety car. Whew. Lil Jim was vulnerable there. He was vulnerable there, and that virtual safety car did come at a good time for him. Now these virtual safety cars could be either really long or literally cut off right now, so the drivers are going to need to be on the money, fingers on the pulses, because as soon as it does signal to go green, drive through penalty for Spaceman. Spaceman, he's not going to be happy with that, and a 3-second penalty to just put the cherry on top of that. And we are green. Daddy Pig getting a penalty for crossing the pit lane exit. Simply looks to have lost out in that virtual safety car restart. In terms of time, he's lost about nearly a second to Lil Jim, who is got him on his case. David is still holding P3 with what may be a frustrated but also relieved Ray Zundin to still be racing and still be towards the front of the grid. Power through the tunnel, one of the more unique parts of the circuit in the F1 calendar, and I don't know if is it me or is this rain just it's getting more and more intense, and to the point that we can see all the external floodlights are on. So this is what you call a moody day in Monaco. Didn't think you could get one. It's more like the British weather we're used to. So the front four running line astern, aren't able to really make an impression on each other, even though they're effectively all over each other. This is a tough race. So Ray Zundin is starting to just apply the pressure a little bit more. He's that bit closer to David Dijot. He's able to get to full power. Oh, fastest lap there. He's got no room. Oh, Ray Zundin. Great overtake going into T1. When we say we got a man on a mission. Ray Zundin is on this mission. Seen a nice overtake and now already pulling a second from himself and David Dijol, and is already within 7/10 of a second of the Little Jim. These are the moments as a driver that test your mettle, because it is nerve-wracking, and when you've got someone who is taller than you and you want to keep them behind, but yet concentrating on your own driving is hard. And Ray Zundin is getting so much better of a drive at these medium and slow speed corners, and as he puts in the fastest middle sector of this race, bouncing over those chicanes, Daddy Pig Jr. puts in the fastest lap of the race. So let's see what happens with David Dijol pitting. Ray Zundin puts in the fastest lap of the race. Purple sectors. Oh, and he's all over them. Going through to see any close battles on track. Spaceman GT Fanatic making their way through, almost nose to tail through sector 1, and T-Lock has retired, and that has caused a safety car. Where has he retired? He's retired near the swimming pool section. I'm not sure. And yeah, as you can see, the green car was there no longer, but now we have a safety car. Are any drivers gonna consider pitting? We've got Lil Jim, Desert Rat and Mitch all in the pits, looking to get a fresh set of intermediates. So as I was saying a few laps ago, where I thought and felt like it's getting wetter, it does look like it is getting drier. So is this a smart move, as a lot of the grid has? 1, 2, 3. Let's make this easier on ourselves. So, barring the top 2, everyone else has pitted. So, is this going to cause an issue for Samir and Ray Zundin, or are they planning to stick to their own races and drive to their own strategies? So Lil Jim has gone back on a set of 4 wets. Desert Rat is on a set of intermediates. Mitch is on wet, so I think it is only Desert Rat who's gone for the inters. Nope, take that back. Desert Rat is of the front guys the one who's gone for the most aggressive strategy. Yeah, he's currently effectively running P2 of those who pitted, and the likes of GT Fanatic, Spaceman, Sakov, or Bulltexkin, all going down the route of the inters. Here's the thing: if the inters are in their window and are able to keep their temperature, they are sufficiently quicker than the wet tires. It's almost like the The intermediates are the soft tires of the heart of the wet tire world, and the full wets are the slowest hards. And this might prove to be interesting to the guys. Front guys definitely don't want to pit. So in that we had a little Jim who I believe went for a pit, put some intermediates on, lost a place to Mitch, but consider those to be the better tyre as it stands, as the safety car is in this lap. And green flag racing. See how everyone in this pack gets on. Everyone's seeming, or as we've got Ryan Van Dam goes into the wall, loses a lot of damage on his front wing, and Fanatic fighting with Spaceman off the hill. Fighting hard through the pack, and we have a change for the lead. Simv raising in. I think there was a bit of argy-bargy there between them going through the middle sector. Raising in, just getting either closer behind Simv. Ryan team unfortunately retiring in the pits and leaving the session. Or is Raisin then going to be able to make the move going into that? Nope, he's not. And slots back in. Follow single file through that section. This train here behind Mogi is starting to really, well, it's not even just behind Mogi, to be fair, as the front two and Ray Zenden has taken the lead. He's back in first place where he was before the connection issues happened. Simvi slotting into second, Mogi, and yeah, the front two are running away from Mogi, and Mogi is creating a bit of a train behind him. Desert is desperate to get through and utilize his intermediate tires. Is kind of burning his inters out here, and Mogi staying out, which will frustrate him, and we have the leaders both in the pits. Leaders in the pits. Where's Linden on the inters? I think the track is ready for inters. So now we've got Mogi, who is in the lead, having taken the lead from and Simbi has gone on a set of 4 wet tyres, whereas the man who's racing on the inter. So how is that going to play out in the final, in the second half of this race? That is a messy section there. Just cars are on top of each other. Mogi's ghosting through as currently got a couple of cars going in. Mitch, Mogi, Callum going through as well. So we've got Lil Jim and Desert Rat. And made it nicely clear through that little excursion between those drivers. And now when you look at it, it's a 11-second gap between GT Fanatic and Lil Jim. That gap is where basically Ray Sinden has slotted in behind. Yeah, he's right there behind GT Fanatic, who in thus for those who's racing Ray Sinden for the win has to make up 12 seconds, and he's just Ray Sinden is just losing time here, stuck behind GT. Simbi struggling to make his way past them through. Yeah, Little Jim putting in the fastest lap of the race, and he has already clawed in Desert and is within pouncing distance. as we've got Rosenden who I think has had to pit for some damage front wing. So that's putting him even further back into the pack. L2S is now all over the back of Desert. Both on the same compound, similar life. I think these two drivers can smell a potential victory. As Lil Jim is still all over the back of Desert Rat, ain't able to find anywhere to overtake. It's the issue with Monaco. It's one of the things that for some people is the big downer, for others it makes qualifying that much more important. As we've got Mogi chasing down Safkov. There are not many battles on track, as there's been a lot of spacing out since the last safety car at 20 half distance. We've got Desert Rat who pitted once on the inters now. It's definitely getting drier. I'm not seeing so many. Oh, well, it's not raining. It's barely raining now. Great overtake there from Rosenden. Making his way through the pack. As Mitch is behind that, and I think Desert Rat must have made a mistake because Lil Jim is cleanly through. Has he got any sort of damage? He does. Wing damage, I think he's probably in this lap. Yeah, he is. And that now will be promoting GT Fanatic into second place, and it looks like Mitch has lost a bunch of time to GT. Not sure if that was a mistake or just damaged. Yep, and Desert Rat has come out in fourth because dropped away from Lil Jim, but you can still see where second place in this race is, and is he able to do that? Let's wait and see. overtake there from Race, and then he's making his way through this field as we've still got Mogi behind. And Safkov as we've got a spinner there. Oh, that's GT penalty. That's so unlucky. Losing a ton of places in a ton of time. But if Mogi doesn't make his way past Safkov, Ray Zunde is going to eat him. Because he's been going through the track and the field like a hot knife through butter. Oh, and Mogi makes a mistake, contact with the wall there. And Safkov is Ray Zunde's next target. So as Desert Rat gets closer and closer to the back of Mitch, the question I'm asking myself is, does Lil Jim need to pit again? And if so, that gap is extending and Desert Rat does need to get through. He does seem to have a bit more pace. It's just so hard to overtake at Monaco, and even more so in the rain. Have a quick look at penalties. So yeah, a few threes, a number of sixes. Daddy Pig on a 15-second as Desert tries to have a look around the outside of. You can see the biggest winners and losers. Was really slow through that corner, and it's given Desert Rat the onus to want to attack again. Neither driver here with a penalty, so I'm not sure how close either of them are to getting that too critical 3-second penalty. Oh, and as we saw there, with every minute, every second these guys are battling, it's just giving our mate Ray Zundin. But he's not our mate, but he was the leader. He did get caught in the pack, and looks like he is really looking to get through. and make some time here. And we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. We've got GT Fanatic who is annihilated his wing. Oh, that's 2 spins in the last few laps. That's unlucky. He was having a good race up until those incidents, and we've got a safety car. Now, is that safety car because of the spin that GT had? Don't know. Pierre Oliver's drive-through penalty, speeding under the safety car. Sim V's got a drive-through penalty. Oh my god. So this gives Lil Jim the perfect opportunity to pit, come out, still in the lead. Yeah, he is out there on a fresh set of rubber. He is in now the sort of optimal position to take this victory with not too many laps to go. By the time the safety car is in, and the safety car, it'll be out for a few laps, so as the pack closes up, so we've got Lil Jim here in halfway through sector 2, we've got drivers at the end of sector 3, drivers in sector 1, so I'll be back as soon as we are about to go racing. So the safety car is in this lap. Little Jim is the safety car currently, as he controls the pace. He exits the drivers through the penultimate corner, and we are about to go racing. BMC's ghosted lapped car is between first and second, hence the gap. Pit stop for Daddy Pig Jr. But Lecter have gone in there. And that has allowed, that ghost of BMC has allowed Little Jim to pull a 2.5 second lead already. Desiree also getting through with Raisin, then back up and forth. Packs are really close up with each other now. Sim, the man who's sitting in second place, down 10. Let's see how many more places he can potentially make up for the end. Raisin is almost pushing Desiree through the final few corners of the lap. Safkov as well is almost being pushed through by Callum. Both these drivers have been having a really clean race. Mogi only at 8/10 also behind Callum and Spaceman. Looks like Simbi's trying to get to the back of this queue, as well as Mogi tries to go for the overtake, tries to give Callum as much room as possible. It's hard to make an overtake here in Monaco with zero contact, and there was contact there. Oh, that's some damage there to Callum. He goes into the wall. And that's a 3-second time penalty there for and Vortex King is fighting it there with Mogi, and Mogi forces his way through up into 6th place, following Safkov through. Safkov's been having a good race here today. Kept it out of the wall, kept it consistent, kept it clean. Not too many on-track sort of mistakes, as Vortex was caught after making a mistake and approached the swimming pool section, and Raisin then is struggling to make an impression on Desert Rat, who equally is stuck there behind Mitch GK. Got a yellow flag in the final sector. We've got a safety car. We've got a safety car. What has happened there? Yep, I think it might have been Daddy Pig in that sector there who may have activated the safety car. So I thought we were going to get away with no more safety cars. Guess not, as GT Fanatic retires from the race. So that big old gap that Little Jim had built is gonna be taken away from him. as Cindy retires from the race. What happened there? Yeah, I think Simvi lost it. And Daddy Pig was disqualified, not sure as to why. As you've got Callum here, who's on the soft tyres. It is still raining, but you never know. Behind the safety car, it may stop raining, and he's got a little bit of tire temperature there in the tunnel, hasn't he? But no, it seems early, but you've got to try something. I know he got some damage earlier on, so it's definitely worth the pop. So safety cars in this lap. We've got 4 laps to go. Hopefully it's our last one for the night. as Little Jim gets slow run up to the final corner and releases, and we have got green flag racing. Not sure if he got a little bit of contact there on the wall. As the track is dry, it's the driest it's been all race. It's not yet completely ready for dry slick tyres, but as Ray Zunden pulls off a good overtake on the inside of Desert Rat, forcing him into a mistake and pushing him into a good overtake for himself. And we have got a spinner there, and now we've got Ray Zunden, who is now turning his attention to Mitch, who is, the gap is ever decreasing, 4 tenths, 3 tenths. Oh, and he's trying to get a better line through the sector, and he hits his back wheel into the barriers. Lucky that code mods haven't coded rear end damage, or his race could have been ruined there. Starting lap 37 of 39. And I think, you know what, yep, that's a good overtake there. Ray Zunden next lap does what he did to Desert right there and does it to Mitch. I think the track is dry. I'd be surprised not to see the DRS is on enabled sign. That should be coming up soon. And I've seen Callum, who did go early on the tyres, went back to the inters, came back now on the softs. He is on the right tyres, I think. Little Jim, he's got a decision to make right now. Is he just gonna carry it to the end of the race? Is there anyone gonna pit and worry him about it? Oh, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Ray Zunden following him through. No one is willing to take the risk on losing all this time with only 2 laps to go. But Callum is flying at the moment. Is he going to catch the pack? I think so. He may catch the pack before the end of this race. And if he does, dangerous. Ray Zunden is having to think when to go for the overtake, when to go for the move. Still that annoying sort of 4/10 of a second barrier that you feel when you are stuck behind a car that you get the dirty traffic there. The dirty air, sorry. Yep, Callum is already taken out nearly 6 seconds in the first half of that lap, and Ray Zunden almost sliding it through the final corner. Oh, and he's lost it. Oh my god, he's lost it. He's lost it, he's hit the wall, he's got a bit of damage. Oh my god, he was struggling for traction on the exit there, and he's got a lot of damage, and oh, Little Jim will be breathing a sense of relief. Caleb with the fastest lap of the race. He has taken 10 seconds out of the lap times of his counterparts. Oh, and that's Vortex King into the wall. Oh my god. Trying to get his car reversed out as quickly as, but with Safkov and Mogi have gone through, and that's front wing damage for him. And on the final lap, we've got Callum, who is approaching the final guys, and as I'll leave that on one side, we've got little Jim, who, what a good drive, what a good race from him, kept his composure and comes through pending any penalties for the win. Raisin then slaps with a massive penalty there, drops down loads of places. Mitch coming up in second, Desert Ryan third, Safkov fourth, Raisin is fifth. Oh, that was crazy into the race. And no idea where they were with penalties. And driver of there goes to, not sure who that is, but I should be able to work that out. Great win there for little Jim. Fantastic podium to the other drivers. Well done to everyone for keeping it alive and on the road. So that's our final classifications. Little Jim with the win today. Raisin didn't. Not sure what happened. He says he has 6 seconds worth of penalties, but yeah, he's been pushed down. So we'll wait and see if there is anything in the sewage there. But we've got Mitch in second, and Desert at third, Safkov fourth, Ray fifth, Mogi 6th, Callum 7th, Vortex 8th, who lost a number of positions on that final lap. Great strategy there from Callum, putting the fastest lap and also gaining a number of positions there. Spaceman in 9th, and the ghosted car of BMC is 10th. A lot of retirees, difficult race considering the conditions, and it being Monaco. I hope you have survived this with us like our drivers did. Thoroughly enjoyed hosting and commentating this race for everyone. I haven't been infamous. I look forward to seeing you here same time next week. Take care everyone. Bye.